Hi.
What are you reading?
Sirian's last words? Veil Jumpers had them. He must have known it was the end, one way or another.
Right. I don't know what to say here.
Me neither. I don't know if anyone does. He and I, we had plans. Together. Find the archive, the Nodasterthalin. Restore the elves. Bring them back to who they were. But now he's gone, and I wonder if the archive should go with him.
Is that what you really want? Or do you just think you should?
Neither, or, well, both, kind of. The world the Elven built, the wonders they created. The archive has the knowledge. We could be that again.
So why are you conflicted?
Because of the bad side. Some of them were conquerors, slavers, warlords. That ritual Anaris used? Probably not the only one. Some of them worse. The archive could teach the Venatori, or the Antam, anyone really.
They're bad enough already.
That knowledge is dangerous, incredibly so. But there's good there too. And that's the burden. My people's future on my shoulders.
Maybe that's true, but you can't take it all on yourself. It'll paralyze you.
It already has. I don't want to choose wrong. Make a bad call.
Sometimes the only wrong choice is not choosing at all.
Then tell me, Rook, what would you do?
You shouldn't lose sight of your past, but you're not bound by it. The elves deserve the chance to chart their own course. Free the archive.
Makes sense. I get it. Define ourselves by who we are, not who we were. Okay, I'll free it.
When?
Soon. But I need to say goodbye. To it, I mean. Is that weird?
No. You and Sirian look for it together. I can understand why it's hard to let go of.
I guess I'm saying goodbye to him too. Finally. Okay. I need some time. Alone. I'll talk to you later, Rook.
The fires are lit.
Trust me, it's her. And we're lucky. If someone found the body before us, she would have been cremated.
Ugh, I'll never understand that custom.
What are you two up to?
Rook, it's very exciting. Nev's invited me to help solve a murder.
Well, if anyone's going to gather clues from the dead.
I helped the Navaran city guard a few times, but a long-lost crime from the heart of Tevinter.
Let's not oversell it. You ready?
By the flame that stoked you, by the light that rises. Return and speak.
of this one.
You were a shadow dragon. Someone took you out.
She's already digging in. Be firm.
Why should this one speak?
For a chance to right some wrongs.
One last time.
Speak with no promise of answer.
You helped get people out of the city. Who was the last person you took?
No. Secret. This one's to protect.
They're clinging to a role, keeping secrets.
Fine. Then tell me who killed you. Did you see their face?
Their name gives the other away.
If they came for you, then they're coming for whoever you helped escape.
Don't cross back through the Fade with this weighing on you. Let us help.
Well said.
This one saw the murderer's face. Piranhas. His son wanted out for Black Mage family. This one got the son to Azariel. Help him.
The shadow dragons will get him to safety.
Thank you.
The spirit has left us. Thank you for trusting me with one of your dead.
Wouldn't leave that to just anyone. You're a different story. Thanks for the help.
Anytime.
This smells amazing. Does all coffee smell like this? Or just the stuff you make?
Coffee has a distinct aroma, if that's what you're asking.
Sorry. It was really rare where I grew up. And expensive.
I don't need coffee to get going. Adrenaline's enough.
Speak for yourself.
So, Harding, what do you think?
It's... delicious.
She hates it.
No, I don't hate it. It's really nice. Temperature.
I won't be upset if you don't like coffee.
He really wouldn't.
I know, but... sorry. It's just this thing I do sometimes.
Acting so people will like you?
It sounds terrible when you say it like that. I know I don't need to do it. I just do.
Well, everyone you know seems to like you, so you're good.
Good job, Lace.
You must have been pretty tiny as a child.
Where'd that come from?
A tiny dwarven girl in a land of large human farmers.
Oh, yeah. I probably learned pretty quick that things worked out better if people liked me. If they agreed with me, or I agreed with them.
Some people like cream or sugar in their coffee.
Maybe coffee just isn't my thing.
Hey, Rook. Have time for something outside the lighthouse? I was going to head to Arlington with the sun. See a real sky again. You're welcome to join us.
Rook.
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor. It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
Clan Llewellyn. We try to be no one you've heard of. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elginan's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
We were up against an archdemon and he reached out to help. Seemingly.
You're not sure about his motives?
Could be genuine. Could be self-interest. He'd have been screwed too if we didn't make it.
He's never clear, but he's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel? They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. I once called him by another name. Friend.
Some friend.
And do you always agree with your friends?
We're pretty aligned on whether or not to destroy the world, if that's what you mean.
I will never excuse what he's done. He's killed people I held dear. You know this too.
But?
He became those names when he fought gods. And regret for his world turned into destroying ours. Sound familiar?
Solus earned his prison. And the gods have earned what's coming to them too.
I'm just saying focus on tomorrow. They're the ones looking backward.
Simple as one of Varric's morals. Don't become what you hate.
Or trapped by what we've lost. Also one of his. Tell me about the team you've built.
Are they a concern, or...?
You're handling things. This part, what you have now. I just miss the banter about friends.
Everything all right, Rook?
You found something? About Ilario?
Possibly. What do you mean, possibly? You have something or you don't?
It's Caterina.
We don't know that for certain.
Tell me.
I've got my eyes on Villa della Morte. One of them brought back one of Caterina's rings.
It had been thrown out with the trash. Ilario would never do that. He'd at least pawn it somewhere.
If you think this clue is real, it's opening up a world of trouble.
She gave that ring to my mother. It was the mark of her favor. House Veilguard killed my parents and sent it back to Caterina to demand she surrender the seat of First Talon. She's alive. Ilario, you idiot.
We need more eyes in the villa to say for certain.
Ilario would tear the city apart searching if he'd lost this. How could she be alive? What is he thinking? How am I supposed to deal with this?
We need to plan a rescue. The sooner we get Caterina out of there, the better.
It could be a trap. We have to deal with Ilario first.
He could still kill her if we move against him. Maker knows what's in his head.
V, you're too pessimistic for your own good. Reason with him, Lucanis.
I thought I had a clear shot at my target. What if I go after him and get Caterina killed? Help us.
We have work to do. Put Lucanus back in control, now.
He won't move. I can't get close. Everything's wrong. Come.
What did you do? Is this the fate? It seems different. It isn't like those fragments of Solus's past in the crossroads either.
Lucanus is here. Always. Behind locked doors. I can't break through.
All right, let's go get him.
Useless. All of this, utterly useless.
I know this place. It's the ossuary, the prison we freed Lucanus from.
Freed? No. We've always been here.
Right. It's not the real ossuary, but it doesn't seem like a memory either. Lucanus is in here somewhere. He's... what? Where they kept his blood?
Yes. Go there. But the locks everywhere. I can't touch them.
How do I get past the locks? Turn myself into a mouse? Fight a bunch of giant spiders?
By getting past the guards. It's a prison.
Right. What was I thinking?
Envy is the rarest of all demons, most challenging to cultivate. The conditions must be perfect.
Nobody's here.
Of course not. Rook can't.
Me?
Gossip stuff. You can't dwell on this. It'll drive you mad.
When the demon emerges, let me have his entrails, my lady.
Rock, did you forget our deal? You were to bring my grandson back to me.
I did.
You brought me an abomination. Where is my grandson?
Tenderness and terror. Rage and relief. Old stale fear of disappointment.
This is the Fade. So this Katerina is... a spirit? Something like that?
No, Lucanus is mine. They won't dare. Thoughts live here. Ideas, feelings.
She's his idea of Katerina, then. Katerina. Lucanus is trapped, but I think you're part of his way out. Lucanus thinks he disappointed you. With that chaining him, he can never be free.
Is that what you want? To release a demon?
Lucanus is the one who's trapped by the idea he failed you. But you know he's not to blame.
My poor boy.
What trouble is it?
Don't worry, Rook. I've got my eye on the prisoner.
You've conjured up a friendly face, Lucanus. But your real friends and allies need you. In the real world.
Rook, are you sure Spite isn't tricking you? What if there's no Lucanus, just the demon?
After a year in the ossuary, you might believe that. But you're no demon.
Look around. This isn't the mind of a human being, let alone an Antivan Crow.
I don't care how it looks. This is the mind of a god killer, the man I'm trusting to save the world. Lucanus, if the gods win, everyone will suffer much worse than this. Only you can save them. Will you?
Just be careful.
I can't believe it. You're home.
Hey, Rook. Should you be here? Can't say it's the safest place in the world.
Stay stomach-churning excitement. Dread with a hint of hope. A long way to fall.
Somehow I thought Lucanus would think of Nev as being more... Tevinter?
Tevinter? People come in three kinds. Family, enemies, contracts.
I hope that's just spite talking. Nev, you need to let us pass.
You know how he is, Rook. Even if you open the door, Lucanus won't walk through it. This is where he wants to be.
Masks and shadows have their place, Lucanus, but you're losing yourself in them. I can handle the real you.
You really think you can help him? You're such a sap, Rook.
I think it's time you stood aside and let me try.
What are you hiding, little demon?
If I were in charge, you wouldn't have to do this anymore. Rook, you're too good to be wasting your time in a place like this. Forget about my cousin. You've got much more important things to worry about, don't you? You've got the weight of the world on your shoulders.
Sharp, jagged edges. Hurt with every breath. Grief and relief. Hope and anger mixed.
Lucanus, you don't owe Ilario a second thought, much less a supporting role.
He put us here.
You've got to leave this be, Rook. You turn my cousin loose, it's only going to cause more grief.
I think Ilario will be feeling that grief. Right, Lucanus?
You know that Katarina had 5 children? 8 grandchildren. All dead now, except for Lucanus and me. Last time the Grows fought a war of succession, House de la Morte lost everything. Except the seat of First Talon. This time, we fight ourselves. What will be left then? You think you'll survive? Your friends? Your cause?
This scum doesn't get to speak for you, Lucanus. Everything that's happened is his fault.
Is it? Are you sure of that? Do you really think he made a deal with a demon? He's not even a mage. Or do you think maybe he just found the one there already? He'll carry this prison with him forever. And he'll fill it with corpses given time.
We need out!
Lucanus, anything could happen. That's no reason to hide in a place that's hurting you, especially when you're needed.
You always have an answer, don't you? Aren't you sure you can live with the consequences?
Whatever they are, Lucanus, I'll be there to help you.
Get one of you back, only to lose the other. What are you doing here, Rook?
I'm doing whatever it takes to get you out of here.
There is not a way out. Not for me.
You see? He breaks our agreement. His mind is still here. He wants to stay here, so he keeps me here!
Mierda! Why would I want to stay? Even in my head, this place is a nightmare.
Right. But it's a nightmare you already defeated. I get it now. As bad as the ossuary was for you, it was better than the alternative.
What alternative?
The ossuary, Zara. You could solve those problems with the blade, but healing again? Living is an abomination. There's no simple answer there. If you fail, you could hurt the ones you love.
No! This is not... Damn it, Rook!
Make him leave!
We can't. This isn't a place, it's a feeling. He already left the prison. He just took some of it with him.
Rook, you're right. There has to be a way through this. It's just so much. I cannot see how to begin.
Start small. You and Spite. Figure out a goal you can both agree on. Then make it happen.
A contract?
Contracts are for clients. Call this an alliance. But on what terms?
Didn't you just learn your grandmother was alive? What are you waiting for? Go rescue her.
That's true.
Fighting crows?
And anyone else that gets in our way. Do we have a deal? We free Katarina together.
Together, we will fight!
Rook, are you all right?
What's the matter with the two of you?
We're fine. How long were we standing here?
Just long enough for it to get awkward. You're sure you're all right?
We're fine, Thea. Don't waste your worry on us. Can I trust the two of you to keep an eye on Ilario? If he starts anything, I want to know about it.
I was going to do that anyway.
You're planning something.
I'm getting Katarina back. But Viago is right. We need more information before we move. Ilario panicked when I came back alive. If he panics again, he could actually kill her this time. We'll only get one chance at this.
So, what's the story?
If Rana was right, Alia's in Sanctum Lucican. We've chased the leads. This is it. We find the Sanctum, Alia's blood magic ritual site, and Docktown's missing people.
Some news between friends. Venatori got Damas. The boss is dead.
What? Who's running the threads?
They'll follow last orders for a bit, then someone grabs control or we fall apart. Time's running out.
We're losing what resistance we had. Great.
It hasn't been pretty.
Alec, the threads used some of the catacombs for smuggling.
The cult pushed us out across the city, but I still know the ways in. What's the favor?
Nev, Rook, you have news. I wasn't sure you'd tell me.
I said I would.
No, I asked you to, and never mind.
Focus, Rana. We know where Alia's hiding.
Sanctum Lucican is underground, in a lost stretch of catacombs near the Thread Market.
Good. I can help.
I told you what I found. I owed you that. We hand Alia to her latest boss, and how long does she stay caught?
My boss doesn't know I'm here.
You'll lose your job.
I already have. But we can't leave Alia on the loose. I'm here to help.
When will Alia start the ritual? How do we know she hasn't already?
We don't. But I know her. If she was done, she'd have made her next move. A complex ritual takes resources, supplies. Alia's war with the thread slowed her down, but time's short.
Tick-tock.
The people Alia took, are we sure they're...
Alive? If she needs blood for the ritual, she'll want it fresh. If she wants puppets, she needs them alive.
And if you're wrong?
We give people closure.
Alia has followers throughout the city. What should we expect?
Her most loyal will be in the Sanctum. There will be a lot of them.
You're up for a fight, right?
All right, let's go.
Now? I need time to...
Give Alia time to know we're moving, and we're dead. The job's simple. We enter the Sanctum, get to the ritual site, and hit Alia by surprise.
Can you get in without the cult noticing?
If we can get into the catacombs, we can get in.
Just don't be too reckless. I'll catch up.
Not alone. You'll get yourself killed. I'll send someone for you.
I'll set a man at the market to get you inside. Just make the cult bleed.
All right, let's get to the thread market.
It was Venatori. They painted... What am I supposed to do? It's not happening. Really?
You got someone to walk you all?
I hate to ask, but how many people has Alia taken?
Someone?
That I know for sure, too many.
We got a body.
What's this? It's got something on him.
Alex, man. The Venatori got him first. He was watching Venatori movement, spying on the entrance to Sanctum Lucican. We need to get in there. All right. I've got another way in. Follow me. We get one shot at Alia. Just one.
We're ready for it.
You alright? Yes, sorry. Haven't really been sleeping. Something wrong. Docktown can't stay like this.
It gets worse if we're not fast enough.
I won't slow down.
We're almost there.
You have a back way into the thread market.
A little something I uncovered. Don't tell Alec. There's our way to the market. Leave the entrance to me.
I'm guessing it isn't simple.
There's a trick to the enchantment. Just need to untangle it.
All right, we're in.
Let's move. Venatori guards. If they report back to Alia, it's over. Under fire! Watch it!
Oh no! Debilitate them!
Lucky shot.
Watch it, it's coming!
Finish this!
Fire knife!
Right. Now what?
The note on the dead man. It mentioned a warehouse. Let's look around. Place is a mess, but look what stands out.
Statue guards a secret entrance. That's a classic.
It's our way in. Once we're over there. I've got this. We're through. Sanctum should be ahead.
So the tunnels go under the water?
In places. Tunnels used to run to every island Minrathous owned. Most of them flooded ages ago. Some are cut off from the city, but not all of them. More of Alia's Venatori.
We're in the right place.
We're under fire. They're at range.
Worthless!
Nice move, bro. Got us the range.
Alia won't hear from them.
Come on, we need to get inside. We're close,
Nev?
This is it. Sanctum Lucican, the god of night keeping people in the dark. Isn't that perfect? I can feel blood magic here. Alia's getting stronger. And her ritual. I've got a sick feeling it's going to work.
Hey, we're with you. You freeze them, I'll burn them.
Not the worst plan.
We've got company.
Get ready.
The time has come. Now.
For the glory of the Vinter reborn!
Oh, look at that.
I feel a blessing! They said the time has come. Alia's getting started.
If we're lucky, she's distracted. But we need to keep moving.
So the blood ritual Alia's doing, he says it's from the risen god, meaning Elganon.
She'd bargain with anyone if he gave her the power, and the city she's after. The fact that he doubled as Tevinter's god of night must have made the whole deal sweeter.
happened here?
A warm-up for the ritual.
Demons.
Or the blood magic to slay the tracks.
Blood magic.
They've got us at range.
How's that?
Never ready.
What a mess. And still no sign of Docktown's missing people.
The magic from the other side of this barrier. I don't like it.
Which means that's the way to go.
In the cage. That's...
He's from Docktown, a paper seller.
Nev Gallus. Did you think I wouldn't notice you were here?
Aelia.
Mage blood. All your power. And how do you waste it? Chasing thieves. Playing Shadow Dragon. Fighting Minrathus.
Nev, can you stop this?
I can stop their hearts faster.
The Venatori have their way. You could have left Docktown.
Not before I had the magic to guide those in power.
Total control. Docktown was a test.
Gallus! Help!
They don't understand. You won't save them. What do you do for the city, Nev Gallus? Complain that it's not what you want. I gave Docktown purpose. The humble serve the righteous.
Their only chance is if we stop her ritual, break her power.
Nev, are you?
I'm fine. We've got a job to finish.
Nev, Rook.
Rana, Alec, your route through the catacombs still worked. Guessing it was as safe as ours.
Help that you tore through the place.
We aren't done yet.
Not by a long shot.
Alec, sticking around for the fight?
I've got people in the tunnels. The cult took Thread territory. We protect our streets.
The Threads? Never, you sure?
Scared to get your hands dirty? We did, and it held Aelia off.
We're short enough on friends, Rana. We need whoever will fight with us.
All right.
Good. Let's send a message. Docktown's ours.
Aelia knows we're here, but she might have missed you. Stay out of view. We'll meet you at the ritual site. All right, this is it. Stay alert and never drop your guard.
We've got this.
Do you feel that, Nev Gallus? The old magic, our legacy. It returns.
You aren't the future, Aelia. You're a murderer.
I am Minrathus, its dark truth. and bright power. The city won't miss you. Docktown won't.
This ends here. Send a message.
Docktown needs protection.
When this is over, I will give it to them.
You won't. But I will.
No! Your death serves our cause. Proof that those without faith
Or your lives are forfeit.
Someone will fall, Alia. Let's find out who.
We'll stop Alia here.
We can stop her for good.
Spill their blood.
I command.
Move quickly.
Your power and mine.
I'm good to go.
When I take Minrathus, the city will thrive.
Fight on, asshole cultists. You can handle them. They burn.
Lockdown is finished with you.
Stand for fear. Failure.
Stop this, Nev Gallus. This is Tevinter's future.
You don't have Minrathus yet, Alia. You'll need to go through me to get it.
Throw your life away. It's what you've done already.
Got it.
Tevinter, Minrathus, they're broken. We both know it. I would raise us all. You...
Enough. Ducktown's under my protection. Alec.
Is this where you finish it?
Rumor has it the threads protect their streets. You should think about that. Alia's done. No takebacks this time.
Tomorrow, people will wake up and keep going. No matter what comes, you've got their back.
Whatever it takes.
So, what now?
I follow through. Tevinter, Thedas, they won't play fair anytime soon. People need protection. If I'm who they get, then I go down swinging. I've played this game a long time. Counted on myself for most of it. At the end of the day, that's who I had left. So here we are. We've chased Aelia, faced a couple gods, and somehow you stick.
We're a team. That's the job.
And you take the work seriously.
This part? Yeah.
Then when Varric asked to hire me, good thing I said yes.
Oh, great. Is it your turn to cook? What's all this gonna be?
Paella. Well, 2 of them. One without seafood for Emmerich. And a gooseberry pie for dessert. Nev's favorite.
You made dessert just for Nev?
There's enough for everyone.
Yes, but you still made it just for her.
You think it's a bad idea?
Everyone likes pie.
That's what I thought too. You think it's too much?
Don't they say the way to someone's heart is through their stomach? It's perfect.
The best way to the heart is between the 4th and 5th ribs. Don't listen to Biago.
That was definitely not what we were just talking about, Akanis.
I'm not good at this. Hilario's always been the charming one. I just had to be good with a knife.
You can be both.
Rook, thank you for giving me this contract.
Hey, Rook. Irulan and Strife reached out. They finished preparations for Syrian's funeral. I I could use someone to come with me. If you're able. Just let me know, okay?
Sure thing.
I don't understand why you're bringing so many books.
Well, I don't see what your objections are to my taking a canopy.
We're only going for 2 days.
You've hardly brought more than a flask and a bedroll.
Should I send a search party out for you two in a couple of days?
No.
Of course not.
Emmerich wants to see more of Ferelden, so we're going camping. But he's treating it like we're going to an academic thing.
An expedition can have its earthly comforts.
You want to bring a shaving kit in the woods.
My dear Harding, a gentleman is never without a brush and a razor.
The whole point of going to the wilds is to get away from all that. So what if you get muddy and smell a little bad?
One can enjoy the scenery while remembering to bathe.
Emmerich, you can't be surprised Lace is a fearless camper. Plants, outdoors, this is what she loves.
Aw, I love that you get me. Just wait for the trip I'm planning for you. But first, this trip. If Emmerich finishes packing...
Harding, does it really matter if Emmerich brings 8 books?
9, actually.
And Emmerich? So what if Harding is fine sleeping on dirt?
Not all the time. Okay, Rook, I know. This trip's supposed to be fun.
I really have looked forward to you showing me more of your home, Harding.
Me too. Oh, and I'll make us sandwiches.
Ah, your famous ham and jam slam?
Well, yam and jam slam because you don't eat meat. So I'll use yams.
How thoughtful. Thank you, Harding.
Hassan? Here, boy.
I got word from a Qunari linguist. Not Antam, real Qunari. She can translate the tablet for me. Wants to meet on my beach in Ravane.
You need company?
Maybe. Yeah. Just let me know when you're free.
We offer this form to the sky, the sea, and the earth. Thanks, Rook, for coming. I don't think I could have done this alone.
Death is hard. Funerals are meant to make it easier.
Funerals give you a chance to say goodbye, even if they never hear it. Anyways, we need to light 3 more braziers. Each one represents an aspect of the self. It's been this way for centuries. It's part of who the Dalish are. Maybe the archive could have told me why before I freed it, but it's what I know and what I want.
Does he really deserve it?
Yeah, he does.
Then let's do it.
Right. On to the first brazier. Okay, the first brazier should be ahead somewhere.
How far?
However far it needs to be, I guess. I wonder what we lost by freeing the archive, I mean.
Besides an opportunity to be called witless fool a dozen times a day?
Definitely not gonna miss that.
Belara,
Hey, Irilyn.
look, if you need to talk, let me know. I don't want our history to make things awkward, and I'm still your friend, you know? Anyways, time to light the first brazier.
A third we give to the sky, to share your story with the sun and moon. Feels a little weird saying that one with everything we know now. It's not the ancient elves' fault that Elgarnon is, well, what he is. Did I make the right choice? Freeing the archive? Losing that piece of who we were?
I've had to make a lot of decisions. Some were hard, some were easy. Eventually you have to choose. And what happens, happens.
I just wish I knew whether I made the right choice. But I guess we really never know until it's all over. Anyways, let's head to the next brazier.
It's unusual to see all these obstacles in the way of a funeral. Death's hard to deal with, though, no matter where you come from.
Each obstacle's supposed to represent grief and moving past it, literally. But yeah, it's a little weird, probably. Syrian would have laughed at it. Okay, on to the next brazier. What they did. Nev, what are you doing here?
What? You know I show up for you, Belle. They'd only let one of us come, though. The rest send their regards, especially Emmerich.
I'm just... Wow. Thank you, Nev. And everyone else.
Hey, as long as I'm around, you've got family. All right, go on and light the brazier.
Third, we give to the sea, to share your story with the heart of the world. We always talked about visiting other lands. Syrian and me, I mean. Does the rest of the world look like Thedas? Shattered by the Evanuris? What would things have been like if they'd never existed?
The past isn't just one thing. It's all the little choices and events that add up.
Who knows what choices we would have made? If they would have been better or worse. But I keep thinking the Elven were the first people the Evan-Urus enslaved. They broke us and kept us broken. We survived in spite of them, not because of them. But it's still hard, knowing what I know. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, one more brazier to go. I'd always get the words wrong. In the rituals, I mean. Syrian would laugh at me. Well, not in a mean way, and he'd help me. It meant a lot.
So why are there people waiting after the obstacles?
It's a reminder.
I thought Dalish clans planted trees for their funerals.
This is what we've always done, that I remember, anyway. Well, we didn't use ancient magic before. First time I went to a funeral was for my grandmother. I was 7, had to climb through a bunch of fallen trees. By the time I got to the end, I was dirty and tired and sad, but not as sad as I thought I'd be. So I guess it worked. At least a little bit.
Balara, I'm sorry about Syrian.
Thanks, Strife. I'm glad you're here.
He was one of us, even if he never officially joined.
He died protecting Arlathan, even knowing the cost.
Saving the world. Seems like it might run in the family. Time to light the last brazier.
And a third returns to the soil, to blossom once again into life. And that's it. A Dalish funeral, or one version, at least. It hasn't changed much in centuries, from and to the earth.
Are you going to be okay?
You know, I thought I'd be sadder, but I'm okay, mostly. It hurts, but a little bit less every day. Freeing the archive, was it the right choice? Does it mean Syrian died for nothing?
Well, you sent Anaris back to whatever nightmare he came from. That's not nothing.
That's a really good point. He wanted to reclaim our past, find the truth of who we were. He never got that, never found out what he wanted. But he did the right thing. And I got to say goodbye. That's worth something, right? Now I have to live my life. For him, for me, and for our people.
They aren't your problem to solve. You need to live for yourself.
That's true. There's still lots to do. To change. Not to mention, you know, rampaging evil gods. We'll figure out who we were, who we are, and we'll do it the right way. It's time we let the ghosts of the past rest. I hope you've found peace, and that we'll meet again. Goodbye, Syrian. I love you.
Tevinter!
A picnic, huh? Not how I pictured hanging out with a monster hunter.
Evka and Antoine's doing. They told me after all the wardens have been through, and what's ahead, I should take a break.
I'm surprised you actually listened.
You know how sad Antoine can look?
So what did you pack for the picnic?
Emmerich helped me brew a ginger wort truffle tea. I thought we'd see what all the fuss is about.
Has Emmerich actually tried this tea out yet?
He looked it up in some books. Says people used to drink it all the time.
And lived to tell about it?
Bottoms up. That's not bad.
It's, gingery, but also garlic, hints of mushroom, and, something else. Oh, well, I've never eaten a worm, but yeah, it is a little earthy. Wait, what? There, Davorin.
What?
Did you, hear anything maybe out of the ordinary just now?
I heard that.
No, I mean before that.
Emmerich said ginger wort might have some kind of magical properties.
More than mine.
Maybe it affects some people more than others. You all right, Rook?
I'll be all right.
Are you sure?
I lived a life before I met you, Davorin.
Sorry, this is how we find out you're extra sensitive to ginger wort.
Well, it's been an interesting picnic. And with good company. Okay, so the plan is basically to sneak around, find Hezenkos's lantern, and smash it. There's quite a crowd over in the manor.
Johanna's gathering. If she's mingling there, we'll be spotted. Fortunately, we have someone who could pass as a servant.
Nothing livens up a party like having a few undead around.
It always lends them a certain ambiance. Right, Manfred. You're to find Johanna's guests and help us gather information on where her workshop might be. We'll be watching in case anything occurs.
Something's going to occur.
Once we find and destroy Johanna's lantern, we'll end whatever she's planning. Hopefully before she introduces the lantern to her guests.
There should be enough time for Manfred to blend in as a servant.
Let's find a place inside to observe him. Quietly.
Right.
fewer corpses here than there should be.
Let's find another way.
Johanna's last guests must already be in attendance.
There's a lot of people here. Hezenkos must be planning to drain their souls with her lantern.
And after that? Raise more undead, I'd wager. But no ord...
Sounds like the party's in that main hall where we confronted Hezenkos.
Perfect. We can watch Manfred discreetly from the distance.
See if Hezenkos has that lantern on her.
There's Manfred. And Johanna.
But no lantern.
Now, you were saying about a shrine in the manor.
Yes, a shrine revealed by a spectral tome, which, as an expert, I could read if our host ever lets me into the library.
An ancestral shrine? I could question the deceased there about the location of Johanna's lantern.
Well, if the book can lead us to the shrine, let's hit the library.
I'm just waiting for our host.
The library's to the east, right? Where we closed Hezenkos' portal into the Fade.
Why did she return to this mansion?
Johanna must have a workshop hidden here. Likely where she's prepared whatever she plans to empower with this lantern.
We're not alone.
Johanna's creatures. We must deal with them quickly. I'd expected Johanna to post more guards.
Maybe she didn't want to scare her guests. Let's see if we can find that book pointing to the ancestral shrine. Nothing about a shrine here.
And what's a romance doing under geography,
What about this? Oh, it's haunted.
Ah, there's our spectral tome. Well done.
It's not opening.
One must be delicate. That guest of Johanna's claimed to be an expert in spectral literature.
And was interested in the shrine. Let's have Manfred hand him the book, see what he says. waiting for us. Manfred, take this tome to the man asking about the shrine, please.
Don't worry. We'll watch from the balcony.
What's this? The Spectral Guide to Blackthorn Manor? There now. I only want to look up one thing. There is an ancestral shrine in the northwest wing.
Perfect. Let's go to the shrine.
Yes, the deceased there should be most helpful in finding Johanna's lantern. This way to the shrine.
I've never been to a party with so many mages without being hired to kill one of them.
Were your targets always mages?
Not all the time. But how do we kill Hezekiah? Does she even breathe?
It's unlikely. The stilling of the lungs is one of the first blessings of undeath.
Don't worry. We'll find a way.
The shrine's locked.
We must find a... Manfred?
What's he got there? Is this a key to the shrine?
Excellent, Manfred. Oh my. A body from the house of the Verheims, prepared during the Storm Age.
That's amazing. Should we take you back to the necropolis?
Well, if there's no claimants, it would be a crime not to.
Time to find Hezekiah. He's all yours, Emmerich.
By flame and seal, by light and flood, open your eyes once more.
Who dares disturb?
Friends to the dead.
Friends, this one was abandoned, lost.
Emmerich, it's getting noisy.
He's unusually obstinate. Speak! Where is Hezekiah?
Prove yourselves. What claim have you to the deceased? A willing dead companion. This one concedes. Hezekiah makes a thing that should not be. Red tapestry. Look there.
Rook, did you hear that? Manfred just...
I know. Also, we should move.
Oh, he can talk. Manfred, say something else. Come now, you just spoke.
We have to go.
Yes, yes. track.
Here's our red tapestry. This wall looks... Huh! Secret door.
Manfred, could you please squeeze through and open the door from the other side? Yes. Aha! I knew I didn't imagine him speaking.
So Manfred speaks. That'll get the other Watchers talking.
And they said a simple wisp could only grow so much. I knew he was learning quickly outside the necropolis, but this level of complexity is remarkable.
Does a skeleton need to learn anything? He's not even alive.
Ah, but Lucanus, what is life considered holistically?
Why did I...
Good work, Manfred.
Hope this leads to where Hesenkos is keeping that lantern.
I can only imagine what she's planning to use it for. This must lead to Johanna's workshop.
What's that through the wall?
Oh my word!
Mierda.
Johanna, even half-lich, you can't control something this massive.
That glow on the skeleton up there. That's Hesenkos' lantern.
He's going to use the life stored in it to reanimate that monstrosity. Quickly, we must reach the lantern.
lot of undead.
You may as well weave me the fuel in a bonfire.
I'm seeing why Hezenkos failed that Lich morality test.
We must make haste to that lantern. Unbelievable! Johanna's stolen a chamber from the Grand Necropolis and transposed it under Blackthorn Manor.
Mages. You want contracts in your life? This is how you get a contract on your life.
The Necropolis's wards here are still intact.
Don't think I can't sense your undead blackness.
Oh, I wish Blackthorn stayed above.
They'll be fine. We'll handle this.
I've set that one up! That one's ready! Manfred, there you are.
And can you release that ladder?
Thank you, Manfred. Now find somewhere safe.
There's the lantern. You're gonna free the spirits inside.
We must, before we can destroy it.
Like back when you were freeing those spirits Hezenkos trapped in the manor. That took a lot out of you.
I must try, Rook.
Emmerich!
There are too many trapped spirits! I'm sorry. I can't. Another lash of power might end me.
What's that, Volkaren? Afraid to chance death for your precious spirits? For all your fine words on the subject, only I had the courage to risk my life for our art.
Shame you lived through it.
Petty words birthed from fear.
Johanna! Listen to me! You're right! I've never overcome fear of that final dark. I miss having a friend that could.
Yes. Always the idealist.
I'm sorry Lichdom failed you. I swear I would have helped you had you come to me. But puppeting this creature...
Puppet? Puppet? Do you think I'm staying a failed lich? I won't command my greatest creation! I will become it! Scoffing colleagues, interfering Templars, inept rivals. You all have a place in my heart. And tonight you will fuel my ascension at the cost of your miserable lives.
Move!
You think you can stop me? Once I get rid of you, I will burn my greatest work and conquer this city!
Emmerich, can she? do that?
Yes! She's attempting full possession with the life of the people here.
We need to stop Hezenkost long enough to destroy that lantern.
That much life inside it? The backlash could...
We don't have a choice.
I can't believe you brought your ridiculous pet skeleton with you!
His name is Manfred!
Aren't you persistent? Fine! I'll go down there myself!
About time.
Silence! I'll crush you myself if I must. It's touching that you brought your new friends to die with you, Veilguard. I'll be sure to bury you all in the same pit!
This isn't working. We can't break the lantern.
You think I'd leave myself vulnerable to you? Enough playing! Your pointless lives will fuel my triumph!
We have to move! She's draining life from us. We must find shelter.
Right. You can't free the spirits in that lantern.
It might kill me and not even work. No living thing can approach it and... Manfred! Come back!
Any last words, Veilguard, before I... Oh, you miserable little...
Manfred!
Kick her ass, Emmerich.
By the spirits bound here, night and shadow, light and blood.
What are you doing?
Let your chains loosen. Let the fade draw close.
You'll never succeed, you old fool!
I release you to the air.
No! You small-minded...
Emmerich, how's Manfred holding together?
We must go to the necropolis. His body could only take so much. But I underestimated him, Rook. What bravery in the heart of the dead. And how he grew. Manfred disobeyed me beautifully. He was his own soul at the end.
Can you bring him back?
I will ask.
Emmerich Veilguard.
You were not expected so soon.
Hail the lords of the necropolis.
Hail the Watchers. What has brought you?
My lord, I come regarding Manfred, my fallen companion.
Yes, there are ways to return his spirit. But should you do this, Lichdom falls from your grasp.
What? Why?
Lichdom is long. If I'm to stand outside death, I must make peace with others passing through it.
What would we otherwise become? How many exceptions till tyranny? Revive him and remain mortal. Or let him slumber and join us.
Emmerich.
Manfred chose to help us. Am I too weak to accept his well-earned rest? I yearn for Lichdom Rook, that leap into something greater, that everlasting light. Do I revive him and live out my days? Or do I honor death by letting him rest and protect this world through immortality?
Emmerich, Lichdom is your life's work. Your dream.
I imagined I knew its price. If I haven't even the strength to accept Manfred's sacrifice, I would outlive you all, Rook.
Would you still remember us?
Always. Kept alive in Lichdom's immortal memory. Death's swift touch, held back for all time.
If you really want to go beyond death, I think you have what you need to let all of us rest.
And peace shall follow. You're right. After I make my farewells, I will undergo the last rites of Lichdom. And Rook, thank you.
Emmerich probably has to prepare before becoming a Lich. I should see how he's doing.